represents Taurus, Bulba.
All right, Taurus Bulba, the man who has been stunning to Kerry Von Erich on not one but two serious occasions now, arrives for our next bout against Ron Ellis.
And Kerry Von Erich, you know, they talk about people having people's numbers. Well, look at here. Here comes the modern-day warrior, Kerry Von Erich. Broken hand and all. Ron Ellis stepping out of the way. Kerry wants to wrestle. I guess we've got a match. It's Kerry Von Erich against Taurus Bulba.
Kerry with his hand in a cast from last night.
Max Andrews not going to change it. He's not coming down to stop it. In the crowd, I suppose he could. Look out, Kerry.
Akbar still in the ring. Oh. There comes P.Y. Chuhai. Akbar urging him on.
And we saw the same thing a moment ago with Chris Adams. Only now it's P.Y. Chuhai and Taurus Bulba taking advantage of Kerry Von Erich. Chris Adams, I hope you're watching in the back. We saw exactly the same thing not 15 minutes ago right here in this same ring, Mark. Von Erich beginning to lose ground as here comes Chris Adams, and there goes my chair.
Chris Adams hits now, still in a rage from the earlier interview.
Adams all over top of Chuhai with the chair. Trying to get it together. Now the chair is down and they're fighting fist and fire, Mark. Mark, let's go to commercial break. We'll have to come back to this when they've restored order.
Coming up out of the Lowe's Stadium just north of LBJ Freeway on September 23rd at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's a marvelous doubleheader of semi-pro NFL-style football with the Dallas Bengals and the Fort Worth Renegades and USWA wrestling excitement. Proceeds are going to the Park and Recreation Department. A great night of fun and excitement for football fans, wrestling fans, sports fans in general. What I'm concerned about now is I've got Renegades on one side, Bengals on the others. Keep these linemen off of me and tell the folks a little bit about the 23rd.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Metro Bowl 89 will feature two of the nation's top ranked semi-pro football league teams. We're going to determine who is number one in the Metroplex. We're the only two representatives in the North Texas area for this national league, and we're going to decide once and for all who's number one in the Metroplex. And we'd like to invite everyone out and see an exciting football game.
All right, this is like the good old Black Hawk versus Wing and Texan days with hockey. Fort Worth versus Dallas, guys.
Well, we intend to have a good game. Fort Worth gonna bring it to them when we come. We played them once, and it was pretty exciting. We got a little banged up, both teams. But they one of the top-ranked teams, and we're one, so it should be a good game. And we want folks to come out and support the team, and Lord be with both teams.
All right, thanks, guys, and best of luck to you on a big night with USWA wrestling and semi-pro football.
Thank you very much. Come out and support us.
Mark your calendar. USWA Wrestling returns to Oklahoma City. All you Sooner Wrestling fans, Sunday, October 15th, 7:30 is the bell time. The Made in Oklahoma building. Tickets on sale right now at all the usual OK Ticketmaster outlets. It's the USWA coming to Fort Worth, Texas, Sunday night, October 1st. That's October 1st, 7:30 is the bell time. The Will Rogers Coliseum. Tickets on sale right now. The Central Ticket Sales Outlet across from Tarrant County Convention Center and all the usual Fort Worth area Ticketron outlets. It's the USWA coming to Palmer, Texas, #1 fundraiser, Saturday night, September 30th, 8 o'clock's the bell time, sponsored by the Cool Kids with a Texas War on Drugs. For reservation and information, call 449-3832. It's the USWA coming to South Grand Prairie Warrior Coliseum, Tuesday night, September 26th, 7:30 is the bell time, sponsored by the Warrior Band fans. For reservations and information, call 262-2658. And don't forget, Chickasha, Oklahoma, Monday, September 25th, 7:30, Myers Fieldhouse, sponsored by the Youth Soccer Association. Call 222-1113. Don't you miss it. Be there.
All right, we're back now. With me is big, tall, blonde, good-looking Steve Williams, a product of the Chris Adams Wrestling School. You've been hearing about this wrestling academy now for the better part of the year, and this is just one of the fine products. And Steve, I understand, after being in training with Chris and the experts there in the training academy, that you're just about ready to get started with a professional career.
I'm just about ready to get started, but still got to do some polish work and brush up on some things. The school's real good. Everything's going real good. Chris is a good instructor, and they cover everything. So just smooth up some things, and then I'll be ready.
And tell me just a hair about the school. What would you tell and individuals sitting at home watching who might be deciding for or against making this kind of decision?
Well, I mean, maybe if you're tired of your everyday job, you're looking for something else to do, maybe a new career. World Class has the open door policy. You can get in. The Chris Adams School, I mean, a lot of people are going to take your money and maybe not teach you everything. Chris has got a good name. He's successful. They can work with anybody. If you've got a little athletic ability or some charisma, just looking for something else to do, he can make it worth your while.
Thank you, Steve. Best of luck to you with the United States Wrestling Association in your upcoming career. All right, that's Steve Williams, a product of the Chris Adams Wrestling Academy. We've got more coming up.
Team champions, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 222 pounds, Jeff Jarrett. And Oregon, 260 pounds, the Maniac, Matt Borne. As Matt Borne and Jeff Jarrett head into the ring, and also a happy birthday to Vera Garrett. She's 8 years old today. Steven is 8 years old today. Here in our crowd, wishes to USWA fans, happy birthday to all of you everywhere as the World Tag Team titles are at stake. In this, our main event made by Max Andrews, who is sitting in the crowd today. So Max will be here to watch and make sure that everything goes according to Hoyle.
Don't forget Friday night here in Dallas, 8 o'clock, 10-man battle royal over the top rope or pinfall. Winner to beat Jerry the King Lawler Week from Friday for the world title. Mexican death match. And Texas heavyweight title event, the Punisher in, and much more Friday night here at the Sportatorium.
That Punisher, Mark, 6'8", over 300 pounds. Certainly one of the biggest challenges Eric Embry's had to face.
Mesquite tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, 6 men on a scaffold and a whole lot more, plus girls on the card. And if you want ticket information for Metro Bowl coming up September 23rd, they're available at Bahama Bob's, the West End in Dallas, Shuck and Jive on Beltline Road, DJ Sporting Goods on Josie Lanes, and here at the Sportatorium.
Holy smoke, Ron Starr taking over very quickly, tried to get to his feet, back on his derriere, and complaining to Bronco Lubitsch about a pull of the hair. But you're going to have to get up pretty early in the morning to pull one over on Bronco.
Jeff Jarrett pulls one over right here on Rotten Ron Starr, literally. And Starr will be careful. Title excitement here, an unexpected treat on Saturday Night Wrestling tonight.
We've got four very, very quick, very knowledgeable athletes in this ring. The World Tag Team Champions, of course, Jeff Jarrett and Matt Borne. Ron Starr, we talked about earlier. You saw the type. There's a takedown with a handful of hair. Oh, jeez.
Frank Busick, are you going to be in Mesquite tomorrow? Let's not forget Mesquite, Frank. I want you there. I want you to do a little scouting, Frank. Because believe me, you're gonna need it. And what did I tell you about Henry, huh? He can't use that right arm. That right hand is disabled. You've seen the last of the discus punch. You have seen the last of the Von Erich Iron Claw. Taurus Bulba has come from an unknown to be the master of the claw. You denied, Busick. You saw him put Terry down.
Plenty of slip between choke and lip, Akbar. I wouldn't brag too much yet.
Perez on Jarrett in the corner. There's the drive. Borne blocks that. Jarrett with one of his own.
A little teamwork there saved Jeff Jarrett a blow to the side of the head.
Jarrett rallying this crowd. Remember, you can see this wrestling telecast tape free of charge each and every Saturday morning at the Sportatorium from 10 a.m. until noon.
Mark, while you're talking about that, we've been talking about the ring attendance contest for quite some while. Right now, the number, you see it on your screen as we speak of it. You send it to Ring Attendance Contest, Sportatorium, 1000 South Industrial, Dallas, Texas, 75207. We're looking for those ring attendants for the USWA.
Perez,
holy
look
smoke.
out.
Perez tried to drill one between the eyes, and the quickness of Jeff Jarrett very much in evidence, Mark, because there was absolutely nobody at home.
Ron Starr will now tag as Perez did not want any of Matt Borne.
Matt Borne, he last night, we saw earlier an hour or so ago, Jesus, been so much going on, I forget how long ago. We saw Matt Borne beaten, if you recall, getting hit between the eyes and pinned with a chain and pinned, yeah, beaten. But to Starr, that's a win either way. Oh, looky here. Starr, a clothesline. He goes crashing to the floor. Right now, the newest prodigy, the newest ally, I guess I should say, to Skandor Akbar, Rotten Ron Starr, not looking very good. in the seated position on the floor of the Sportatorium, courtesy of that man right there, Maniac Matt Borne.
Perez trying to bring Rotten Ron around. Akbar there too. Fans also giving him their 2 cents worth.
Look at the little switch here, but Bronco Lubitsch way too quick for that. He's not going to allow Matt Borne. Now Jeff Jarrett in. They see there's very little trust anywhere in this group. They tried to pull a little switcheroo and come in from the back on Matt Borne. He was watching for that. Jeff Jarrett immediately at his side, Mark. That's the solidarity factor. That's what Akbar and Yamamoto have done to men like Borne and Jarrett, Von Erich, Adams, Embry. That's what they've done to these people, is create that solidarity factor. As some of the heaviest hands in our sport, Maniac Matt Borne laying them in on Rotten Ron Starr.
Down he goes. Elbow. Borne out of the way. And it's Borne still in charge, and a little behind the back tag for Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett to the second rope. The master of the skies comes crashing down on the arm of Ron Starr.
Jarrett on the arm and the wrist as Akbar heads this way again to harass Frank and I some more. What do you want now?
Go to your side of the ring.
You see, this is not the first time that I've seen Rotten Ron Starr. Here's a man that can wrestle, and he's nasty.
Oh,
And he's got a credit card, and it's not maxed out. Like yours, Frank, and like yours. Got problems, I know. Be in Mesquite tomorrow, Frank. I want you there.
Yes, with Mesquite tomorrow and Dallas Friday. It is an especially big week for USWA excitement here in the late summer, early fall of 1989.
Well, I'm sure because Akbar wants me there, I'm going to jump to attention and be at his beck and call.
Frank may have to deliberately stay home just to get one up on Akbar.
Unbelievable.
6-man scaffold in Mesquite tomorrow afternoon. First time ever there. Don't miss it.
Boy, a lot of excitement coming up, too. That 6-man scaffold, Dallas. Of course, the Metro Bowl we've been talking about, the big cook-off there in Borne, the Home Builders Association. Kilgore will raise money for the Leukemia Society as Ron Starr gets staggered by a punch from Jeff Jarrett. It's the USWA all over the place, courtesy of KTVT, the Super Ones, a Southwest Super Station.
Sports headed to see Ron Starr run away with the belts, but I'm glad we got to see that added event. It was Mesquite tomorrow, Battle Royal not here Friday. Metro Bowl coming up the 23rd September is a big month and a big weekend as well, Frank.
Yes, Mark, including the big fundraiser in Kilgore. Shane Evans going to be in the corner, Eric Embry. It's for a fight against leukemia. So the USWA is all over the place. Chris Adams, P.Y. Chuhai, now Kerry Von Erich and Taurus Bulba. Kerry's hand, who knows what's going to happen to it. But he's up and he's beside Chris Adams all the way. And they're looking for Bulba. They're looking for Yamamoto, Chuhai, Akbar, that whole crew. And I hope they find him. The thing with Ron Starr, I told you last week we started talking about him. He was an interesting individual. And you got to respect his wrestling ability. You can't say much for his politics.
All right, thank you, Frank. Looking sharp again. Thanks to the folks at Genghis Formawell at Northeast Mall for that. At Town East Mall for that, our friend Don. So this is Mark Lawrence for Frank Dusek. See you tomorrow in Mesquite. Attend the church of your choice tomorrow. Have a safe week. Good night, everybody.